Tonight on Tabletop Commander, Doran, the Siege Tower. Hi everyone, and welcome to another fantastic deck tech. Today I have for you Doran, the Siege Tower. This is a very unique deck. It has a lot of unusual cards in it. In fact, some of the cards in this deck can be best described as draft trash. It's making use of cards you would not otherwise see. It has a lot of unexpected stuff. There's some shenanigans in here. The deck basically works to just be fast. And if fast doesn't work, there's some other interesting things in here to annoy the hell out of people. So let's get right into that. Alright, Doran the Siege Tower basically makes all creatures assign damage according to their toughness rather than their power. So it's all about having big butt creatures. So there's Doran. Of course, let's start off with the obligatory Soul Ring. Then I have a Dark Steel Ingot and a Felwar Stone for some fast mana. Swiftfoot Boots and Lightning Greaves to get my creatures going. Ensnaring Bridge is there, basically prevents creatures from attacking that have a power greater than the number of cards in your hand. And since we're not going by power, we're going by toughness, and most of the creatures in this deck are 0 power or 1 power. Makes it easy for us to attack and very hard for them to do anything. Because while they're assigning damage according to their toughness, the power still matters for this card. So, great card. Meekstone, pretty much the same thing. All of our stuff is small, all of their stuff is big. They're going to run into a lot of trouble with Meekstone. Slagwood Armor, basically it gives +0/+6, which means it gives +6/+6 for us. One cost, can't beat that. Belby's Armor, basically the same concept. Fire Shrieker, for fast damage, double strike's always fun. Sylvan Library, we are playing green, so Sylvan Library is an auto-include. Assault Formation, it's pretty much a backup for Doran if Doran is not in play. This also makes it so your walls can attack. There are walls in this deck. Or defenders, as they're called now. I'm old school, sorry. Spider Silk Armor. Basically, it was all of your creatures +1/+1 and reach. So, I mean, it's not literally that, but in this case, it basically is. Phyrexian Arena for some draws. Tower Defense. Creatures you control get +0/+5 and reach. So it's basically +5/+5 and reach for 2 mana. Solidarity, pretty much the same thing. Shaper of the Sands, same thing, but for 1 creature. 5/5 and reach for 1 mana. Bar the Door, basically the same thing, but it's 4 instead of 5. Enlightened Tutor, because why not? We're playing white. Sylvan Reclamation, great card that came in Commander 2016. Utter End, removal. Putrefy, removal. Radiant Purge. Mortify, also removal, as well as Anguished Unmaking. And Vindicate. Whew! Wave of Reckoning. It's basically a board wipe that doesn't affect you. Great card. Dusk and Dawn, same thing. Destroys all creatures power 3 or greater. Not you. And brings back all creatures power 2 or less. Totally you. I have my sweet Skeletor Demonic Tutor right here, looking all scary and stuff. Kodama's Reach, Cultivate, get some of the manas up. Altar of Bone, sack a creature, search for a creature. Good stuff. Green Sun Zenith, more fetch. Sylvan Carotid for some mana, as well as Birds of Paradise. And Axebane Guardian. Sakura Tribe Elder for fetching some lands up. Solemn Simulacrum pretty much goes in every EDH deck. Some of those walls I talked about, I play both Wall of Omens and Wall of Blossoms. I also play Tree of Perdition, which I guess you can technically say is a wall. But if you can make this thing attack 13/13, boom, big guy. Also play its opposite, Tree of Redemption. Wakestone Gargoyle. Pretty much lets those walls attack. Nyx Fleece Ram, basically a 5/5 for 2 mana. Eye of the Eternal Pilgrim, in case you need some quick life. Skin Shifter, you can turn this baby into an 8/8 for 1 mana. All because of Doran. Bosk Banneret, just for making our tree folk smaller. There's a lot of tree folk in this deck. Makes all our tree folk a little cheaper to cast. And it's a 3/3 for 2 mana. Thanks to Doran. Magnagoth Tree Folk, it's a 2/6, so basically it's a 6/6. And gets Landwalk. So Landwalk for not being able to be blocked. Ulvenwald Observer. Okay, this is kind of a big one. It is actually a 6/6. But whenever a creature with toughness 4 or greater dies, you get to draw a card. So even if he doesn't get to attack because of Meekstone or Ensnaring Bridge, it's still a great card for draws. Verdaloth the Ancient. Good tree folk, kind of on the big side. Makes all your tree folk bigger. And you get 1/1 Saplings for a kicker. Grizzled Leoto. Basically a 5/5 for 2 mana. Another kind of big tree folk. But it lets you gain life. So even if you can't attack with them, you can still gain life off of them. Tree Folk Harbinger. Lets you search for a tree folk. Or a forest card if you really need one. And it's basically a 3/3 for 1 mana. Oathsworn Giant. All your creatures get +0/+2 in Vigilance. So it's 2/2 in Vigilance. And it will help you get around that Meekstone if your guys are too big. Ikra Shidiki, the Usurper. Hope I'm saying that right. If not, what the hell is she going to do? She's a card, right? 3/7 with Menace, so basically a 7/7. And whenever a creature deals damage, you gain life equals to that creature's toughness. And everything's a big butt, so there we go. Tristani Selesnia's Voice. More life gain, basically. And it's a 5/5 with Doran out. Erebos. Basically, he's just here for the draw. But, you know, big dude, whatever. 4/6, another kind of big dude. Makes all your tree folk bigger, as well as indestructible. Dauntless Dowerbark. Another big dude. Sidar Kondo of Jamora. Basically, cripples your opponent's ability to block. 4/4, another kind of biggish guy. Good dude to have. Indomitable Ancients. 2/10, so it's basically a 10/10 for 4 mana. Can't beat that with a stick. Sapling of Colfanor. Indestructible, basically a 5/5, and some life gains, I believe. Basically a 7/7, and it has reach. So there we go on that guy too, and he's control for flyers as well. Unstoppable Ash. Whenever a creature you control becomes blocked, 5/5 until the end of turn because of Doran. So definitely awesome card. And that is my Doran the Siege Tower deck. Basically, just big butts and a little bit of shenanigans, and that's it. So if you like this deck, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. That would be great. And let me know what you think of the deck in the comments, and have a great day.